Hey guys, BRB Anime here, and school is finally finished. Therefore, I have a lot more time on my hands to kind of variate the content that we put on this channel. Therefore, the review. My Hero Academia episode 4. Before this week's episode, I'd like to talk about last week's ending, which ended off with Deku making that amazing comeback, even though he's very slow at the beginning. Even though he was handicapped because he can't really use his quirk, he's not really in control of it, so he does still break all of his limbs when he fucking uses it, which is horrid, but he still made a good comeback because it's his mind. He's a smart kid. He's always one step ahead of all his competitors, and he's always thinking. In addition to that ending, we found out that the next round was going to be a cavalry battle, which is very, very team-based, but also has points. And whoever is on the top has the most points. So Deku is he is screwed. Everybody is going to be going for him. Everybody's going to come for him. For this week's episode, we get into the cavalry battle, and the first thing before we start it, we have to make teams. And basically for Deku, that's impossible because everybody's going to be going towards him. Everybody wants him. Everybody wants his points, so everybody's gunning for him. Nobody wants to be on his team. It'd be illogical. But of course, the Uraka ship comes right through and saying, "Oh, Deku's." No, Uraka does save the day for Deku. And speaking of her quirk, she can make anything float. That could be really, really useful to Deku anyway, so it's not really that bad of an idea. Deku, of course, is very happy to see that his number one Kohai setback, his number one ship, is coming straight to him right off the bat. Then we have Hatsume. She is the girl who makes all the gadgets for the support sector of the club, which they make equipment for heroes' quirks so they can use them better. And she sees Deku as, since he's number one, all eyes are going to be on him. So this is a great marketing way to show off all of her new gadgets and her babies to the world. And you see Raku getting a little bit jealous with the relationship that her Hatsume and Deku kind of starts off with. So Deku has two strong teammates, and now he just needs one more to finish the job. And he goes to my man Todoroki, #Shadow Boys, #we in this. Todoroki is a badass, so I was obviously hyped that Deku picked him. Everybody else is kind of smoothly making their teams. Bakugo, everybody's going to Bakugo because his quirk is so useful in this sense, because he can just blow everybody away with his quirk, and he's number 2 with the points, so he's very contender. Bakugo's a smart guy too, so it depends. It's just his fucking personality. But the only person to break that personality is Kishima. Kishima comes in speaking all the right things that Bakugo wants to hear. Here's how you charm Bakugo. You talk about beating the shit out of Deku and being strong, and you've got Bakugo. And now that I think about it, Kishima is probably Bakugo's first kind of friend that we see him engage with, which was also cool. Another team was fucking Mineta. We see Mineta crying to death because this guy, he's like, nobody wants to be on a team with me. I just wanted to be on a girl's team. And then everybody's team filled up, and now he's fucking useless. But he ends up getting a good pairing anyways, because he sees Shoji, the guy with the weird fucking body quirk, and he basically tells him that my body's so small, so you can carry me easily. I'd be the easiest horse to carry ever. And Shuji he's like, whoa, that's a great plan. Get on board. He eventually does get Asui, which is a really great combination with the three of them. And then the cavalry battle begins. So basically, as soon as it begins, everybody turns and starts attacking Deku. Everybody's sprinting towards Deku, give me the head. And then we see that one guy's quirk. He has weird teeth, and he sunk him into the ground on some fucking Blackbeard shit. Yeah, it was fucking weird. I didn't get it, but Deku then uses the jetpack from Hatsume and flies into the air. Also with Uraka's quirk ability, she floats them, but like the jetpack just boosted them, and then Uraraka uses her ability to like calm the landing and kind of use the boots properly. So it's really good collaboration by them. Also, the other students, the girl with the headphone ears or whatever, she like just attacks like Deku immediately with the headphone jack thing. I don't know what her intention was to do with that, but basically Tokoyami, Shadow Boys, stops that immediately. His shadow, he calls his quirk, like his quirk Shadow is just, it's a separate being, so he just tells it to, hey, watch our blind spots while we're flying in the air and trying to run away. Then Mineta, Shujui, and Usui's team try and attack him, which is, again, with their great combination, they use Mineta's little sticky grape things to like try and keep them in place, while Usui uses her tongue to try and rip off Deku's headband. And Suji's just using them. He's just a horse. He's just sprinting around with them very easily on his back because it's like no weight to him. This guy's huge. But then Deku uses his observation hockey and like dodges Mineta's like fucking stick thing, bitch. I don't know. Whatever the fuck they are. He dodges those little grape things and Usui's tongue, and he's just swerving through them. But Mineta does get the drop on him and eventually sticks like the grape thing to the boot that Uraraka is wearing, like sticking her to the ground, and Deku tries to fly away, but it ends up like destroying the bottom half of the boot, and which makes it a lot more difficult for them to land. So that's a W for Mineta. Pervert boys. But when they fly up in the air after the whole Mineta thing, Bakugo flies in and follows Deku and is basically just gunning for him like a savage. He's like, he doesn't give a fuck. He's gonna go and destroy. And the thing is, when he got to Deku, he just tried to blow him up. He didn't try and like take off the headband. So Bakugo definitely has different intentions when it comes to this game, because he was just like, I'm gonna go kill you. So that's fucking cool. No, but you know who comes in to make the stop? Hashtag Shadow Boys. He gets his little demon thing to block Bakugo's hand and makes him fall, forcing him to fall back, and then the tape guy eventually just grabs Bakugo out of the air. Now, while this is going on, the whole audience and the announcers decide to check the standings, and they look at the board and realize that like Class A is being decimated. Like they're all have like 0 points. Like what's happening? Like they're being destroyed. But then we find out it's the blonde kid from Class B who, while everyone's attention was focused on Deku, he was over there stealing headbands like no tomorrow. But he does easily the worst thing you can probably do in this series is talk shit and make Bakugo mad. Like easily the worst thing you can do, because you do not want Bakugo as an enemy for you. Basically talking about how Class A doesn't really deserve all the fame, the fortune, whatever, but he's basically like calling Bakugo like a horse with a carrot in front of his head, because he's just some beast going after it. He's not really using his brain in the competition. He's just some beast going after it. And then Bakugo completely snaps and then basically tells Kishima, hey, before we get Deku, we're gonna kill this guy. And like I'm gonna go ahead and like on a limb here and say that Bakugo means the literal version of kill, because this guy's wild. On the other side of things, Deku is running away and thinking of a next plan, strategizing, seeing what he has as the options, but then he runs into Todoroki and then realizes that, damn, this is going to be a lot harder than I actually think it's going to be, because Todoroki is amazing. If he can just, and that's basically the end of the episode. Like all in all, I really enjoyed this episode. I felt the intensity was really there. We got to see a whole bunch of like character interactions, like the way Ishida like treats Deku in terms of like when they're going up against each other. Like Ishida's a very nice guy, but when it comes to like the point of performing, he knows that like he has to beat Deku. He has to like at least rival, because if he keeps on like being his friend and being all chubby, he knows he's not gonna grow. And I really like that from Ishida's character. I really like Bakugo just sticking to himself. He's doing what he's doing. I hope he does more in the next episode of all his crazy antics. Shadow Boys, need I say anymore? This guy putting in his work, his quirk is so cool. I still don't understand why his head is like that. Like, is he a bird or like Deku? Deku like throughout this whole like festival so far, he's doing this without a quirk. If you take away everybody else's quirk, I doubt anybody else would be doing so good. So Deku, MVP. Shadow Boys, MVP, and I'm really looking forward to next episode. We see the preview. Obviously, we still have to get more from the purple-haired kid who's hiding in a wake. He's gonna be a fun guy when he shows up. The pacing, the animation, it was really quality. The jokes were on point. Mineta is always like a breath of fresh air when it comes to like the seriousness that goes on. But then again, I shouldn't say that because like all the like members of the class can have their funny moments. Like even Bakugo when he's just like all serious, like you have to laugh at that at some point. The fucking shouts out go to Deku's fucking JoJo's face. That was fucking awesome. Oh my god. Yeah, but thank you guys for listening. Looking forward to next week's episode. I'll most likely do a review for that too, maybe a discussion. I don't know, maybe a reaction, whatever. That is the review. BRB. We'll be right back.